This was a pet project for me to bring a dead car back to life through rebuilding. So we decided to undertake this project, rebuild this car for a personal use. It was actually fun, passionate personal experience for me because I had always wanted to do that, transform one car from one end to another. So we got the 2011 Hyundai Elantra Gls. We purchased from AuctionExport, and it was actually with a salvage title. We bought it from Illinois and shipped it to the destination, all at a cost of $1,600 less all other charges. This sure did look like it was beyond repairs because the damage you can see is intense and severe. It has affected the frame of the trunk area, has also affected the trunk lid and its assembly, the components, the tailgate lights, the trunk block latch, the side tail lights, and then the tailgate lights. The internal part of the trunk was also severely damaged. It comes down to the sides of the back fender, and they were damaged to the point that it was actually blocking the rear tire from turning. This was the damage. However, we took it from this to that, and we are going to show you how. Everything we have done so far was all dependent on we doing our homework well. And by our homework, we mean that we did our research very well about auction vehicles, specifically the 2011, 12, 13 Hyundai Elantra, and we had a budget in mind. After we settled on some of these vehicles, 1 and 2, what we started to do was to buy the VHR of these vehicles. So we purchased the VHR, I think for about $10 or so, about these cars, so that we could look at the vehicle history report and then confirm the pre-ownership and the maintenance history. It came back good for this one, so we're comfortable with the specific Elantra. From this point onwards, we decided to do the pre-rebuilding assessment, which was to compare with the repair shop the replacement parts and the cost involved to make sure that it was an efficient project and cost-effective project. And yes, we got a good gig and it was time-saving. Work began. Replacement parts came in hot as the repair shop stripped the car to have access to stretching and straightening of the vents. Sporty replacement also came in hot, and we arrived at this in 2 weeks of man-hours of work. Let's begin the walkaround from the engine compartment. I know you'd like it because that is the brain room of the project. Everything we did was around the center, the heart of the beast, and this is what the heart of the beast is about. This is how it sounds like. The 2011 Elantra Gls sports a 1.8 liter DOC inline 4 engine, which produces at the top 1.8 horsepower at 6,500 RPM. The previous owners put 78,000 miles on it, and in 16 months we have put 10,000 miles on it, bringing it to a sum total of 88,000 miles thereabout. But I still think it runs smooth. You can listen to it, and it still got some juice in it for us. This particular trim is mated to a 6-speed shiftable automatic transmission, and it has a starting MSRP of $17,195. In terms of efficiency for fuel, it does an MPG of 28 for city, 38 for highway, and a combined 32 MPG. So you can guess where it fits when it comes to it. You can clearly see some of the aesthetic works that we did on the exterior. And you see the side chrome, you see the Hyundai Sport sticker, and a few things that we did. Now let me just show to you the 20mm wheel spacer that we placed in there to shift the tires outside of it, and it comes down to the rear side of it. You can see the rear diffuser and how it all blends in. ball is in your court now to judge whether we were able to do a good job or not. But whatever conclusion we arrived at, we're happy with it because we brought a dead vehicle back to life.